Hello, my Capricorn friends. This is Karen with KarmicOneTarot, here to do your mid-July 2019 general reading. Thanks so much for joining me here. I do appreciate your likes, shares, and subscriptions. You guys are consistently in the top 3 of views. Therefore, your reading comes very close to the beginning of my recording schedule. So keep that up. Let's see. What do we have out? We have the 6 of coins. So generosity on the table, a kindness, a generosity of spirit, perhaps. What's happening with my Capricorns? Mid-July. The 10 of coins, there's that generosity, that abundance that's flowing back and forth. The 3 of swords, there might have been some disappointment in this. Now, the 10 of coins can be about a family unit. Can also be your singular abundance. It doesn't have to be a group of people, but it does sometimes indicate that. I've got some worry, some anxiety over the sadness, the sorrow, the pain that's been caused here. So what is that about, my Capricorn friends, from mid-July? I'd say that one, huh? The Strength card, so Leo, card of Leo, determination, commitment, strength, determination, the 2 of swords, the 8 of cups, so some sort of decision whether or not to walk away. Walk away, I would think, from this abundance. Perhaps you're offering this abundance to someone and they're disappointed with it. What's happening for my Capricorns? Please do check your moon and also rising signs for additional messages. Well, we have too many cards here, but one of them is the Sun and the other is the High Priestess. So let's see if they come out again. Nope. Let's see. One card, please. Just one card. One card. The Moon. Well, we did just have a solar eclipse in Cancer. So the next one is going to be the full moon on the 16th. It's going to be a lunar eclipse in Capricorn. So you may, in fact, have some news coming in. You may, in fact, make this decision by the time of the moon. The moon does cloud things. And here is, at the bottom of the deck, are you ready? The Tower. So my Capricorn friends, you've got some things coming up. You've got some things that are going to come in and upset things. Things that you need to be strong about, things that you need to perhaps be open and above board about. And I don't mean that you haven't been above board, but the Queen of Cups upright is a very reserved person, very cool and calm. And perhaps this Tower, since it was in reverse, perhaps the Tower comes in and upsets that calm, cool demeanor. And you have to get on your fighting shoes here with the Knight of Swords. Things are going to change pretty quickly, it feels like. But the Tower is the bottom of the deck. That's the upset. That's something coming in to jar you, something to upset the balance here and cause some change. And that's really what the eclipses are about. So, my Capricorn friends, what do we have here? The 9 of Swords. Let's start with what gives you anxiety. What gives you worry? What keeps you up at night, my Capricorn friends? I think you're worried about how you're going to do this. It's not an easy decision here. The 9 of Swords. Why is the 9 of Swords? You're going to be upsetting a lot of people here. The 9 of Swords. Thank you. The 9 of Swords, the King of Cups. Who did we have? We had the Queen of Cups. So there's some anxiety in some sort of loving relationship, perhaps with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There is some anxiety about perhaps how you're handling this. The King of Cups is a very mature energy, so perhaps you need to look at this in a much more mature way. The King of Cups is also the helper of the deck, so maybe you're the one that's helping this situation finish. King of Cups. We've got the Judgment card, the brand new beginning rising up out of the ashes, and the Knight of Swords. We had him over here. So the Knight of Swords rushes in. He speaks very plainly, very bluntly. He does not sugarcoat anything. Sometimes to the point where it's painful. So remember, these water signs, this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, this King of Cups here, they're sensitive. So sometimes what's said, especially during an eclipse, causes permanent endings. And if you don't want that to happen, you do need to be careful with what you say. I'm not saying don't say it at all. I'm saying to perhaps be kind about it. The Strength card is about kindness, being strong and determined, but being kind as well. Hold on. Sorry, I needed a sip of tea here. Let's see. What is the sadness here? What is the sorrow that's associated with this, with the Three of Swords here, please, for my Capricorn friends? What is the sadness here? Excuse me. The sadness. The Three of Swords. Communication. Perhaps, communication has been painful. Swords are communication in the purest form. The Page of Pentacles. So news perhaps of a settlement. Three of Swords. Perhaps it's been disappointing. The generosity has not been there. Maybe you wish for this new... Ooh, what do we have here? Three of Swords. Perhaps what's been painful is the generosity here. But this kindred spirit relationship that you have, it's what you wish for. You wish for it to be generous. You wish for a good offer. But you've been disappointed. It's time for you to get going on your new adventure. The Fool card here. What's coming out by the time of the moon? Actually, you know what? What is what's the Eight of Cups here? What are we walking away from? What are my Capricorns walking away from? Leaving the emotional baggage neatly and organized, but still leaving behind all of these cups of emotion on the table. This could be travel over water. This could be a literal leaving behind of this Ten of Coins abundance family unit. Yes, you are leaving it behind. You are putting some distance between you and whatever this situation is about. The Eight of Cups. The Seven of Swords is about a little bit of perhaps deception, a little sneakiness going on. Perhaps you're just trying to pick up as much as you can carry and leave the decision, the Two of Swords decision, for another day. You're not going to be able to do that. The Two of Swords is the card directly next here. So you're going to have to make the decision. And I'd say you're going to have to make it by the time of the moon. And there's the Eight of Cups for... the cards are confirming what I'm telling you. You're putting some distance between you. You're going to have to leave it behind by the time of the moon. You're going to have to come to terms with the fact that you still need to be the provider in this situation. Now, the King of Pentacles, very strong, very stable, very grounded. He is the provider of the deck. He does take care of his kingdom. The kingdom eats very well. They're nice and warm in their cozy homes. They have a field to plow. Everybody has what they need. They have their abundance. You are the source of that, my Capricorn friends, and that might be what's disappointing you. The fact that you have to offer a portion to someone that you cared for very deeply, or someone that you, maybe that's what you have to do to free yourself. And you want to move on to this next relationship, perhaps, this new partnership. What is the decision? What is the Two of Swords here for my Capricorn friends? Mid-month. Yeah, you're not happy where you are. You've been disappointed and sad and disillusioned. And now it's like, okay, somebody's offering you something perhaps, and you're not able to see it. I think you do know it's there. I think it's actually what you secretly wish for, that you can move on. And I think the generosity here, the Six of Coins, the back and forth, the reciprocity, I think that you really do need to get back in the game. The Four of Swords upright is taking a break, but now you need to end that. You need to get back to it. You need to get back into the game where you're supposed to be. What is the game we're playing? The Nine of Pentacles. You need to be independent. You need to get back to this. If this is a negotiation here, the Six of Coins, the back and forth, the reciprocity, the generosity of spirit or financial, maybe you're getting a loan. Maybe someone is giving you a note on something. Perhaps you are negotiating a settlement is really what it feels like. The Six of Coins. I don't think this was expected, though. I think this comes out of the blue. You blurted out that you want to start over with somebody else. The Six of Coins. The Six of Coins here from my Capricorn friends, mid-July. Why is the Six of Coins here, please? Thought I just saw one. Here it is, the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. Feeling very strongly that you need to do this. Maybe you're being, oh, here it is. That's the one that was flipped. Feeling very defensive defensive in regards to the finance of it. Understandable. Understandable. The King of Swords is a final decision. The King of Swords is a very intellectual person. He's the lawyer. He's the scholar. You may want to seek him out for some advice. He's also very analytical. He does not think with his heart, my Capricorn friends. So put your thinking cap on here. What's going to be best for you? You're still going to need to provide, I'm sorry to say. You know, I shouldn't say that I'm sorry to say. You know, we all have responsibilities and we have to take care of them. So whatever it is that how this resonates for you, you are in fact going to be in charge of this financial aspect, but it's not going to be without a little bit of pain and sorrow and sadness and perhaps a little bit of loss. The King of Swords, you know, King of Swords, here, what do we have here? The King of Swords and the Emperor. So this is really, you know, the Emperor could be someone that's in control in your life. Maybe you're the one that's in control of the decision. The Emperor can also be a boss, a person of authority in your life, as can the King of Swords. Typically, the King of Swords is someone that is in the judicial or municipal employment. So lawyer, judge, police, someone like that. Perhaps you need to get a higher authority to allow you to keep more than you planned on, or keep more than you want to give. You're trying to hold on to the financial of it. Tell me what is happening with the Strength card. Now, Strength, card of Leo, is a card of obviously strength, determination, courage. Ooh, there you are. Determined to fill, you know, I think you're determined to be as kind as possible about this and still offer your pentacle. You're still offering this opportunity to someone, or maybe someone is offering it to you and you're determined to accept it. Maybe that's what the Two of Cups is here. Thank you, the Death card. Things are going to change, and things are going to change in your financial. This opportunity is not going to be exactly what you think. Why is the Strength card here? Thank you. Queen of Wands. You're focused on changing things. You are focused on the direction you want to go. But don't forget, and the Ace of Swords, don't forget that, you know, the truth, the sword of truth cuts both ways. So you have to be honest. You have to be honest in this situation. You have to be honest with yourself. What is it that you really want to do? How much is it worth to free yourself is the question. You feel obligated to this group of people. Now, the Ten of Pentacles, again, is that wonderful, beautiful abundance. I just noticed the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, too. So you are still tied to them. You're still obligated to them. You will always be obligated to them. Maybe not in a financial, but come on, if they're your family, then you're obligated to them. Now, you know, no judgment here. You don't want to be a part of their lives. That's fine. Do what you need to do, but you will always be obligated with them. Now, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. Normally, this is karma coming around. I would say to you, it's still karma coming around, but it's going to upset things. Perhaps your karma is what needs to be rectified. Perhaps their karma is what it is. Divine timing, though. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is things are at a standstill. You're stuck. Things are not changing yet. Perhaps the eclipse needs to come in the 16th, the full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn, and change things for you. That might be what upsets things and turns that Wheel of Fortune back on its axis so that you can balance this out. Page of Swords. The conversations are going to be flying. The conversations are going to be flying come mid-month. And they're going to be true conversations. So you're going to have to recognize that too. This commitment that you are determined, this financial opportunity that you are determined to fight for, it feels like. Maybe you're on the other end. Maybe you're the one that is waiting on the settlement. Don't worry, they're still obligated to you. You're going to have some conversations, some painful conversations, things that are not going to feel good. This conversation involves changes, dramatic changes, and the truth, the victory, the clarity that you need to pull through, my Capricorn friends. Why is the moon here, please, for my Capricorn friends? The moon for my Capricorn friends, please, mid-July. What is hidden with the moon? The Five of Swords. You're going to end this battle. You're going to end this battle around the time of the moon. Now, the full moon or the new moon, I would say to you, it could be either. I think most likely the full moon, that brings closure, that brings endings. New moons are to set intentions and to plan and grow. Full moons bring about closure. So I would say to you that the full moon this month, the July 16 full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn, is going to bring about this tower moment that's going to make you put your swords down, make you stop fighting as hard as you are. This is exhausting. This is tiring. Who wants to continue in this battle? Why is the moon card here? It's not always about the finance of it, okay? I'm sure there's security involved. You'll get what you deserve. You'll get what you need. Why is the moon card here? Why is the moon card here, please, for my Capricorn friends? Thank you. The Hanged Man, you're waiting. So you might be bruised and bloody from the battles that you've fought already, but now you're looking at things from all different perspectives, trying to see a way out, a comfortable way out. Now, you're going to sneak away a little bit. You might be putting some distance between you. Maybe these plans that you are making, the other parties are not aware of yet. But you are going to be leaving it behind. That's the Eight of Cups there. Leaving it stacked neatly behind, making your peace with it, balancing out your emotions, and moving on to your stability, my King of Capricorn, King of Pentacles, King of Capricorns. That's right. Why is the moon here, please? The moon for my Capricorn friends, mid-July. I would say that's exactly what it is. These eclipses are going to change things. The Chariot, you're going to be moving, traveling, moving over, you know. The Chariot, first off, is a card of Cancer. The Chariot is movement, travel, moving, actual moving house. It's velocity. Things travel with great speed in the Chariot. So once these things are blurted out and you tell somebody that you want a new beginning, maybe your new beginning is with this person here in the Two of Cups. I think that's truly what you wish for here, the Two of Cups. Let's go back here for a minute, the Three of Swords. Where's the sadness coming from and why the Two of Cups? Why the sadness in the Two of Cups? Thank you. The Nine of Swords. Yes, you're worried about what's going to happen. You're worried about what's going to happen with the financial of it, okay? If you take this relationship in a new direction, the Nine of Swords is right here. The Nine of Swords is that anxiety. And I think that you need to be very mature when you talk about this instead of blurting things out like the Knight of Swords. Anything further on this reading for my Capricorn friends, please? Last time. Anything further for the Capricorns here, mid-July? Okay, so let's pull a Spirit Messages Oracle card for you, my Capricorn friends. Spirit Messages. What's the last and final message for my Capricorn friends, mid-July? Mid-July for the Capricorn people of this world. Okay, there we are. Oh, two of them. Okay, let's see. We have embrace the moment. Embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel those negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be harder than you think. What is actually happening is that you are changing your energy. So these are all a result of your changes. So sometimes your changes affect other people, and you have to be kind. You have to be gentle about it. Nobody says you don't need to do it. I'm just saying you need to be kinder about it. Smooth. Use your smooth. Self-sabotage. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. So make sure that your plans are in fact solid. Make sure that you have looked at things from all perspectives. Make sure that moving on, moving out, moving is actually something that you want to do before you fire the first shot. And rest assured, this is your battle. This is your battle, and it will be out in the open. It will be in the open by the time of mid-month. Before the end of the month, I would say. My Capricorn friends, I do hope this finds you well. Don't be afraid of the Tower. Sometimes things end badly, or at least they feel like they end badly, and then they regroup, and you'll see that it was actually for your own good. All right, my Capricorn friends, thank you so much for joining me here. I do appreciate your likes, shares, subscriptions. Keep those comments coming. I do love them. I read them every night while I'm in bed, so please keep them coming. If you would like a private reading or to check out the love reading on Vimeo, check the description box. There's links to both my calendar and the love reading. So thanks very much, and we'll see you next month.